Welcome AGPI members to the new AGPI website. This video is going to explain to you how to log into the system, how to update your profile, how to gain access to some of the features that you have as Platinum members, and answer any questions that you may have going forward. Okay, so when we go to the website, we basically are looking at the public view of the website. At this point, we don't have any rights to anything, and so we need to log in order to get access to the good stuff that's on the website. So the way you log in is you put in your first name and your last name and concatenate it together. It doesn't have to be in upper or lower case. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to log in as John Ellerby, and we did send out to everybody their password. So you're already set up with your user ID and password. So we're going to go ahead and get logged in as John, and now we're logged in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to update our profile. Right now, there really isn't anything in the database or on the site about John. All we have is his name and there's a password, and that's about it. We know that he's a Platinum member. So we're going to go ahead and click on this avatar here to go into John's profile. And what we're going to do is we're going to update a couple of places on John's profile. The way we do that is we click on Edit up here, and then we're going to do Update Your Profile. Okay, now we're in the update mode, and we've got 3 tabs going across here, or 4 tabs actually, where we can update information about John. And the first thing we're going to want to have him do is to change his password. And so he'll need to go ahead and put in his new password here, and then he'll have to verify it, and then he'll have to put in his current password, and then update it. And that will change his password so that nobody else knows what the password is. The next thing we'll do is we'll go and we'll take the avatar that we have, which is here, it's just an outline, and we're going to replace it with this picture. So we're going to come down here, we're going to say upload an image, and we're going to choose a file on our local PC, and here's a picture of John. We're going to take that and we're going to go ahead and say update. Let me take this password out of here and try doing an update. Okay, and you can see that we replaced the avatar with John's picture. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to update his additional information on his profile. So we'll come back in and edit, and we'll go to additional info tab over here. And this is where John can basically let other members know whatever he wants to share with them about himself. So I'm going to go over here, and I have a small amount of verbiage that I wrote up on John. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and I'm going to go ahead and copy it. And I'll go ahead and paste it in the WYSIWYG editor here. Okay, and John, as most of you know, is an alumni of Clemson University. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and put an image in here. We're going to insert an image, and we're going to go ahead and say upload, and we're going to browse our local PC, and we're going to take the tiger paw, and we're going to go ahead and upload that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that, and we're going to align it on the left-hand side of the About Me article. And we're going to go in and let's change the right margin, make it 10 pixels wide. And we'll do insert. And there you see we have a little About Me information about John and what types of games he enjoys and so forth. We're going to go down here and put when he joined the AGPI. I think that was around September of 1985. So we'll do that. And then for a recommended video, John enjoys playing a lot of abstract board games. And there's quite a few reviews on board games out there on YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and select one. There's a series of game reviews that are put out by Tabletop, and this is Will Wheaton, and he's reviewing the game of Quirkle. So what we'll do is we'll come down here and click on the share link, and this URL down here is what we'll need to put in to our website so that we can share this video with visitors to John's profile. So we'll copy this, and we'll come over here, and we'll put a link to the video file, and we'll go ahead and we'll paste this. Okay, so now we've got that. The other thing we want to do is John has his collection on Board Game Geek. About 1,700 board games are over there on his collection. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a link here over to his collection on Board Game Geek. I'll highlight that, and we'll click on the link here. And this over here, this is a list of all of John's games. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to copy this URL, and we're going to go back over here, and we're going to paste the URL, and we're going to set the target as showing it in a new window, and we're going to insert that. So now we have a link to John's collection on Board Game Geek, and you can come over here, and actually if you click on the gallery mode, it'll go from a listing that we see here to basically pictures of the collection that he owns. So let's go back to our profile, and we filled in everything we needed to on the additional info tab, so we'll go ahead and we'll update that. Okay, so registered users to the site now can basically see John Ellerby. They can go and look at his additional info about him. They can actually play the video about Quirkle. They can see that he joined the AGPI 31 years ago. So the other thing that this tells John is that he hasn't posted any articles. He hasn't posted anything to the blog. If he wants to, he could come here and create a new blog if he wanted to share his thoughts with other members on the site. He could do an ongoing blog, just type in his article in here in the WYSIWYG editor and save it, and it would appear in the blog section of the website. Go back here, and the other thing he can do is he can connect with other users through this website. And why you do that is you go to the user list here, and all the users are basically these are all members of the AGPI. He can search for a user. Let's say he's looking for Bruce Whitehill. He can type in, first part of Bruce's name, and it will bring him up here. He can then click on Bruce's profile, and anything that Bruce has shared with anybody else will be here in the additional info area. But let's say he wants to send a message to Bruce. He can click on Send a Private Message, and he can send a private message to Bruce. So the next time Bruce logs into the website, we'll see that he has a message waiting for him. The other thing he could do, if he doesn't know what Bruce's email address is, he could send an email to Bruce, in which case he would just fill in the information here, and when he hits send mail, that would go directly into Bruce's inbox. Another thing you could do is he could request a connection with Bruce. Similar to the way you request connections on LinkedIn, you can request a connection here. So he would come down here and do request a connection. He would put a message like, Bruce, let's connect on the website. Hit the button here for request a connection, And it will send a message to Bruce next time he logs in that he has a request from John Ellerby to make a connection. He can either accept or reject it, and that's how connections are made. If if he's having problems with Bruce for whatever reason, he can go over here and moderate, and he can report the user. So he could actually say in here that Bruce is harassing him or whatever, hit submit, and that would come to the AGPI webmaster, where if we ever had to take any action, we could. I don't anticipate having to use that, but that's a feature that's built into the system. Okay. That's how you basically update your profile on the system. By doing that, what you are able to do, you can come over here to the publication area, and you can go in and under the Platinum member area, and you can review our archive of periodicals that we have on the website. We'll go ahead and click on that. And you can see we have 2 issues of On the Table that have been published recently. We also have about 11 articles of the quarterlies here, primarily from around 2010 to 2011. We then have about 21 or more Game and Puzzle Quarterly Collector quarterlies, which are available. These go from 2000 to about 2008. And then we have some early issues of the AGCA newsletter. Now, all of these things are in flipbook format, so when you click on one of them, it'll open the thing up in the screen for you. And you can then go through here and read the articles. Actually, let me go back here. This is the first page here. And this is the new one that was produced here in January of 2017. When it comes to reading the article, you can click on it to basically zoom in on it, making it easier to read. And there you have it. So we have quite a few issues out there. We need to get a lot more scanned in. We'd like to get all of the quarterlies out there from from 2009 going forward. And also we'd like to get more of the game times and the game researcher notes out there. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get all that information scanned in. We'll let you know when that's available. The other things that we have here is we do have under game catalogs, we do have a few company catalogs that we've scanned in. For example, if you want to see the McLaughlin Brothers catalog, you can go ahead and click on that, and that will bring this up in a 72-page long catalog from McLaughlin Brothers. We can also click here and we can go to the AGPI Game Catalog database. Now, this database has been maintained by Rick Tucker over the years, and so what it does is it opens up a tab and takes you over to the archive of the game catalog. And I basically give you a sample of what it looks like. You can see it's alphabetical by publisher, and there's a sample of some games that they produced. If you want to see all of the games for a particular publisher, you just have to click over here where it says P306, and it'll tell you that there was a total of 1,446 that they published. Oops, went to the wrong place there. I went. Pardon me, there's 157 games here they published. I was looking at the address instead of the number of games. So these are the games that Cadco Ellis produced in alphabetical order. And if you click over here, you'll be able to see an image of the game. In some cases, we actually have the rules to the game. Let's see. We don't have any rules for these particular games here. If for that particular game. So that's basically some of the features that we have. We have our upcoming events on here. If you want to join or renew, this is where you go to renew. Our memberships have gone down a bit, so that it only costs $40 to join. If you're in the U.S., $50 in Canada, $70 for the rest of the world. Also, we're offering people who haven't been members before a silver membership, which will give them access to the On the Table publication in one quarterly. But they won't be receiving anything in the mail, and they don't have all the privileges of membership. It's a way to try to induce them to join and hopefully become a full member down the road. There is information on the site about our upcoming convention in Massachusetts, information about the Bradley Parker Award winner, our Friday night speaker, information about the motel and room rate. This information is also on the home page currently. So if you want to get your reservations in soon so you don't get shut out. I guess one other thing I'll show you is on the user list here, you do have access to everyone who is in the AGPC here, my first name and last name. We will be removing this from public view and only allowing members to see this in a few weeks from now. We're basically letting that be public so that people can find their username if they are having difficulty figuring out what their username is, because they don't know whether their name is Bob Finn or Robert Finn. Anyway, that's a quick overview of it. If you have any questions, please email me at webmaster@gamesandpuzzles.org, and we'll get it straightened out, whatever the issue might be. Thanks for listening, and have fun with the site.